Okay, next up, variations on that plank. So, or your push-up rather. So if the push-up is hurting your low back, then we'll dial it back here a little bit and see how this feels. So what we're trying to do is strengthen the areas that surround your low back to support it. So we're looking to strengthen your transverse abdominis, which are those low abs in your glutes. All right, here we go. So the first one that we can try and do is just to go onto your back and make sure that you can drive your low back into the floor here, so you don't want any kind of lift. I don't want to be able to get my hand through here. I want to drive that down. I want to connect my rib cage to my pelvis. These are dead bugs. You could start here, keeping your hands here. You bring one leg down at a time, bring it right back up. Right here, slow and controlled. You don't let your foot hit the ground. Bring it right back up. And I'm not letting my low back move away from the floor there. So 10 times each leg, then I switch. I want to keep this leg at 90 degrees, bringing that foot right back up here. Okay, 90 degrees. And then eventually, if you want to try it, 10 and 10 on each side, you can do opposite hand with opposite foot. So if I would do this way, I would bring it up and back and bring it back this way. Switch to the other side, keeping that at 90 and bringing it back up. And that's all with locking in those low abs and keeping your back to the ground. So that's one. If those feel pretty good, you could move into a hold or a flutter kick. So same principles apply. I'm going to lock my rib cage in with my pelvis. I'm going to drive my back to the floor here, bring my feet up, bring it right down in here, and I can give this a hold this way. I can bring my shoulders off the ground. I can bring my hands here, and eventually I can hold a weight. You can flutter kick here. I would hold these for about 30 seconds. And when it gets tough, you can bring your knees back in, and bring it back out. And don't forget to breathe. Okay? Next ones, turn around here. We'll do a plank hold. So when you do that plank hold, the further apart your legs are, the harder it is, or your feet are. So, or the easier, let's scratch that. Okay, start over. Planks. The wider your feet, the easier it is. So it gets harder the closer you bring your feet. And there's varying degrees you can start out on. We can start out here and bring our feet nice and wide, but I'm squeezing my butt. I'm trying to elongate my spine, squeezing in those upper abs, and I'm looking straight ahead. We want to be right in there somewhere, okay? We could go our feet closer together. Same thing, take a big, nice, deep breath. And I'm locking everything in. I'm squeezing my feet together, my quads together, my knees together, squeezing my butt, and really locking that in. Okay. Next, we could progress up to your hands, because eventually this is going to be our push-up, right? It's our moving plank. So I have my hands set here. I have my shoulders over my wrists. Same thing. I'm going to set myself up here. I'm not going to be here, and I definitely don't want to be down here. So squeezing the butt, squeezing everything together, and my gaze slightly out in front of me. Okay. Now, from there, you can use either on your forearms, so we can come back up to this hand position, and to really hit those low abs, I'm going to show you this movement. So you're still in a plank, and then you're just touching your knees to the ground. So it looks something like this. We can start here on our forearms. I'm going to set it up just like I do that plank with my feet close together. So again, I'm locking in my heels are touching, I'm squeezing those together, I'm squeezing my knees together, squeezing my quads, squeezing my butt, coming out into that nice plank, and then from here, just gonna drop my knees and bring it back up, right here. You should feel those low abs kick in and just get on fire. If you feel it in your low back, you need to get out, okay? Do that for about 30 seconds and see how that feels. All right, we'll move on. It's hot back here.